Now in this today's tutorial, we are going to learn about how to use Dismantle Station and use its properties to create dismantling operation. Okay. Hello guys, welcome to another grand interesting video tutorial on plant simulation. In the last tutorial, we learned about creating assembly station. We finded out different properties of it, and we created a model where we are going to assemble different color types of model onto different pallets, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create another 4 stations where we are supposed to transfer the part. Okay, so here comes the conveyor. We are adding a station, and then we are going to add a sink or a drain. Okay, so if you could look at this, we have this operation. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste this set into 4 different options which we could replicate. Okay, so here comes our 4 stations, different stations we have created. Then we will bring in another conveyor system which is going to connect out here, and then we connect the sink to it. And now we have these things, but we haven't added dismantle station. So we are going to add the dismantling station here by dragging and dropping out here. Got you? Now let me do this. Let us move these all of the stations behind, so we have some space, and then this as well to this location. Now why is this 5th thing we made it? The reason behind it is that we are going to add our pallets onto this, and we are going to basically transfer our materials onto this. So now let us establish connections, okay, between these stations. So here comes the connections, and then here comes another connection, right? Let me take these. Let me take these here. Awesome. Now that looks perfectly fine. And what we're going to do now is we're going to open Dismantle Station and look at the properties we're going to have. We have MUs to all successor, MUs existing independent of other MUs, and then MU. So when we want to look into what these things are gonna be, is like MU to all successors. Selecting this mode, we're gonna create MUs to create a new part for each successor and then move it out. But we are gonna use main MU after other MUs. Okay, and we're gonna open this dismantling table, and in this table what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to fill in our object properties. What object needs to be out in what quantity and where is what we're going to put. So I am dragging this red here. So if you see the red, we already created a user object. You need to drag that, and then we are going to put it as number 2, and it should go to the first conveyor. After that, what we're going to do is we are going to bring in the blue, again 2, and the successor is going to have second port. Okay, so I create here 4. So I have then the green, I drag in yellow, same quantities 2, and then ports 3 and 4. If you want to unload all that parts which are available onto that, like all red parts, you need to select -1, or that is sufficient to create or unload all your parts down there. Okay, so we have made that which object needs to be dismantled to which area, right? And now the other property, if you could see, is dismantle mode. We need to create MUs or detach MUs, right? So we are going to use detach MUs because we are going to unpack in Flexsim language. We are going to unpack these things, and then the main MU is going to go to the 5th successor, that is the fixture of the pallet is going to be going there. Okay, and then the exiting MU is gonna be a main MU. If you want to have a new MU, you can do that. By doing new MU, you need to select which type of part you're gonna create after that. But this is what is the basic thing you need to do for dismantling. After your assembly stations, right, in the dismantle table, we are going to dismantle our created objects, red, blue, green, yellow, which we created here. If you haven't looked into our video of assembly, I'll request you to watch that tutorial. If you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe, like and share this with your friends. And do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com or app.leansimcorp.com for tutorials and community.leansimcorp.com for questions and answers and discussions. So do not forget to visit our websites and these platforms. You'll really love that. So now we have already been played with the properties. We have created dismantling. Now we are going to do is we're going to check whether that is working. Oh, that's very fast. Let's make that slow. Okay. And here we have made this setup. Now let us look at whether the simulation model is working or not working. Okay, and that is going to help us identify how things are supposed to be going. Okay, so here comes our assembly station operations. The assemblies are done. It will now be going ahead onto our dismantle station. Now the things are not going ahead. Why? Because the dismantle station is not having a connection with the conveyor, and that was the reason it was not happening. Now let us play and run and check. Will it work now? And definitely it has to work. So we have the pallet going onto the dismantle area, and you see that reds are going on the top, blues onto the second conveyor, and then we have yellow and greens now coming in, and they are also supposed to go here. So if you see, our dismantling station is perfectly functioning. We have created assembly station and dismantle station working perfectly in plant simulation. Let me know your views on this tutorial, how it was, and if you have any suggestions, drop that in the comment section below. So let us meet in another plant simulation tutorial. Till then, keep watching Leansimcorp.